What's up? Welcome back to the channel, Bass Brothers Fishing. I've been getting a lot of requests to do some fishing out on the Bass Raider, and that's exactly what I'm doing today. Matter of fact, this is one of my first fishing trips out with the Spirit 1.0. Hopefully you guys saw the video on that I did a motor comparison between the Spirit 1.0 electric outboard motor compared to a gas motor. If you haven't seen that, check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below and link it at the top of the screen right now so you guys can check that out. Awesome content. But yeah, we've been out on the John boat a lot primarily this year. Haven't been out on the Bass Raider, so I decided to make a run of it. I've been getting a lot of comments, hey, what's going on with the Bass Raider? Get out there on it. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. I've only got 4 hours to fish. It is 4:30 right now, and sun will be down by 8:30. It actually starts going down before that, so it's going to be a little bit dark. I'm going to stay out here till at least 8:30. Might be a little bit dark, but I'm going to try to get some fish in this boat, the fish catching machine, the Bass Raider. All right, let's go. Right off the back, I'm noticing this water is very murky, a lot dingier than what it usually is. And the water level has dropped about a foot, so not a huge change. I've only been out here once this season, caught a couple of fish, out on the Bass Raider actually, but wasn't a really good day, so no video came out of that. So with all that being said, this is a full experiment right now. I might end up running the boat around quite a bit to try to get on the fish since I don't have a lot of time, but we'll see. I'm gonna just play it by ear, adjust to the conditions, adjust to what's happening, what's not happening, and try to figure it out. So right now I just toss around a Senko, and I'm gonna drag this around the bottom, just starting out with a basic bait. It's a solid black Senko worm, nothing fancy. This is my basic worm rig. Just had a little blow up to my left out in the deeper, so I got to make a note of that. There's some action right out there, so I will give it a good toss out some, because I did see activity out there, right out there. Let's get away from the bank real quick. I would tell you water temps, but my transducer cable is going bad on my Striker 4, my little Garmin unit right here. So it's not registering the transducer at all. And I really don't have time to play around with that. So just want to leave that alone for a while. Might try a little bit later, but I really don't need a graph out here. I do want to measure depths. And there are some spots I'd want to graph over that's much deeper, but in a nutshell, not a make or break situation to not have a working fish finder. Very glad to be out. This is after work, it's Friday. No better way to end the work week than to pull a couple fish in a boat. But yeah, hopefully these fish aren't weirded out by the change in this lake. We have had some flash storms come through here. All right, drag the worm around, nothing on that. I'm gonna try to cover some water with this crankbait, little KVD 1.5. And I'm doing this because I wanna cover more ground faster. If I can figure out where they are, where they're moving, I just need one clue with that first fish bite. I'm gonna vary. I may not stick with this too long, might switch to something else. Ooh, felt like something smacked it. Got me excited. Oh my gosh. Bass is so small I couldn't even feel it, man. This is ridiculous. Thank God he didn't swallow this hook too deep, because I felt the bite and then waited and waited and waited and waited, and then picked up this little guy right here. Baby bass. Ate the Senko. I threw around the crankbait for a while, nothing. Let's get a little time check going. 5:22, wow, almost an hour. And this little dinker to show for it. All right, do you want to go? Do you want to stay? He jumped right back in the boat almost. So I did fan cast this worm around, including straight out into the deep, just blind casting it out into open water, and dragged it along the bottom there, and not a single bite. I don't know, hopefully that little bass will be an indication that fish will start to eat now. Try to salvage this worm for one more catch, and maybe the bite will turn on. Who knows, man? We're just going to keep going, stay at it, keep a positive attitude, try to get one more catch out of this beat up worm, and definitely see if we can upsize. All right, just change over to a lipless crankbait. I'm gonna go back to covering water. Coming up on a big point up ahead, and I wanna cover this entire point with this lipless crankbait. Of course, the lipless allows you to go to any depth you want to, so it's a really versatile crankbait. You can bomb cast it. I mean, it travels far, slices right through the air. Oh, I thought that was a fish. Do have a baby bass right here next to the boat though. Wow, that one's probably smaller than the one that I saw that I caught. Now this is a small lake, but it does hold decent sized bass. You can catch an average of 2-pounders in here on any given day. All right, time for the shaky head. All right, nothing on the shaky head. We are funneling through baits like crazy. Let's see. Let's pull out the drop shot. This is a fishing technique that tends to get you some kind of bites. So if this is dead, then geez, it's not looking good, period. There we go, first cast on a drop shot. And it feels decent. Man, I just said it, this is the bait. Yeah, it feels good. All right, first decent fish of the day. Just stay on, baby. Stay on, come over here though. Let me grab my net. There we go, yes, yes, yes. Nice fish, nice fish. Here we go. Come on up, come on up. Yeah, we got him. We got him. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. Here we go. Oh man, I don't remember the name of this drop shot worm. It is not a color I throw often, but I've had it tied on last few trips out and I've caught each and every time. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful bass. All right, let me get my pliers, get this hook out. Nice, look at that. All right, healthy looking bass. Doesn't look like he's been caught before. All right, I'm gonna get a picture of this one. He woke me up again. Very nice fish. Good 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds. Yeah, very long. I would say that's about a 15, 16, about a 16-inch bass right there. All right, I've had this pack of worms for a long time. This is gonna make me re-up. I think it's called grape, something grape. Probably put that on the screen right now. But yeah, I've caught on this on my last trip out. I bit off the top trying to salvage it. I'm gonna see if I can work out one more catch out of it. I actually don't have these on this boat, so I can't tie on a fresh one. We'll work with what we got. Let's break off another piece. Just like that. Just makes the worm a little finessier. So I am rigging this Texas rig on the drop shot. It makes these robo worms last a lot longer. When you just nose hook it, and I have fished it more that way than not, but when you do it, man, your worm gets really fragile quick and sometimes just flies off your hook on the cast. Skin hook it, go right through the belly, come through the top, and just skin hook it just like that. That fish bit at the 1.5-hour mark. That's 30 minutes in between fish. So I did manage to find another one of those worms. So I tied it on. That other worm was looking very shabby. So I was losing confidence quickly, tossing that around. So let's get a fresh one out there and get another fish in the boat. Oh, oh. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go, guys, right off the point. Got another one. Let's get him in the boat. Let's get him in the boat. Nothing of size, but we nose hooked. Ouch. He got me. Let's get him to calm down. He has a lot of energy because I brought him in really, really quick. Not a sizable bass. Little dink. Got him right off of this little rocky point right here. First cast in there. Definitely feels like the night bite is picking up, and I hope that's the case. Just want to stay on this size and try to increase the numbers. I got a little less than 1.5 hours, just check the time. All right, throwing a swim Senko. Bait number, I don't know, 5 maybe. Time to throw a nice big fat juicy jig in there. Jumping back on the crankbait and fish this rocky bank right here. Try to knock this out pretty quick. I am at almost at the 1 hour mark. All right, nothing at the dam. I've cranked this whole thing out. Crankbait was banging up against rocks the whole way through. No reaction bites, no nothing. And the graph is pretty much empty. All right, what I'm fitting to do right now is I'm gonna ride right down center aisle from the dam straight down the middle here, see if I spot anything in the deepest part of this lake. Since I got the graph up, I can utilize it. You can see I'm heading into a drop off right now. 16 feet quickly. Let's see if anything shows up underneath. I can just toss the bait right behind the boat. Still looking pretty empty. Wow. Shocking. Wow, was not expecting that. I already put a 3/8 ounce weight on my drop shot just to be prepared to throw it quickly behind the boat as I pass over them, but nothing. Oh, I got greedy and moved my fish finder, lost my transducer signal. Why did I do that? Yeah, I just ruined it for myself. I got too greedy, boys. All right, I'm back down to nothing. I did do the majority of that side of the lake anyway before my fish finder decided to act dumb again. Where are the fish? That is the question. All right, guys, we're a little bit under 1 hour, so we want to get one more fish in the boat. We had 4 hours, let's walk away with 4 fish. I'm back on a drop shot since that seems to be my most productive bait. Caught 2 out of the 3 fish. Just as a little experiment, I'm gonna dip the tail of my roboworm in some Spike It, garlic scented, and I'm gonna cast it right where I've been casting it already. Just a little fun test to see if this attractant will get a fish to bite in a spot that I've already casted out. For fun, for fun. This is what fishing minds do. Think of all these different things. All right, let it sink to the bottom right there. Stand up, turn my boat, get ready for the hook set. No. All right. Let's say within 2 casts. All right, there we go. There we go. Spike It worked. Yep. I can't even speak. You'd never believe it. Now that was a nice little test. That was a nice little test. Oh, you go around. All right, buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That was a nice little test. So, whoa, and he is fighting me. He is pissed, running circles around me. All right, buddy. This is my final fish, and he is making me work for it. You gonna come up anytime soon? He is making me work for it. Wow, what a strong fish. What a strong fish. We gotta land him. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Thank you, Mr. Spike It. All right, I think he's tired, I think he's tired. Come on up, baby, come on up. Come on up. There we go, we got him. We got him. Ooh, 3 pound bass. 3 pounder right here on my spiked roboworm. Look at that, boys. Look at that. We're gonna weigh them just for the fun of it. Biggest fish of the day. I am really got not much time left out here and landed this chunky guy. This might be the theme of the video, man. Does adding scents to your bait really work? I fished this spot out, cast it here so many times, and I just said, you know what, before I leave, let me just add a little scent to my bait and see if that'll make a difference. So let's zero the scale. Oh yeah, 3 pounder, 3.13, 3.13 on the scale. Now that's how you end the day. Look at this beautiful bass right here, 3 pound bass. All right, guys, we're gonna release this brute. Very nice, beautiful bass, 3.13. Exciting because we're almost out of time. The sun is setting, everything is shaded. There's no sunlight on the lake whatsoever. And the spiked roboworm did the job. Let me show you what it is. This is a grape color, and I just spiked the tail, a little garlic scent, and 2 casts in. Got him at a spot that I've been casting out with no luck. Let's get you back released, nice and healthy. I appreciate you playing with me tonight. You get back to where you came from. Good night. Believe it or not, my brother spikes his roboworm tail on a drop shot all the time. I see him do it, and I hardly ever do it. But this is truly making me a believer. I've seen him reel in fish after fish on a drop. There you have it, man. I am a believer. That's the exact kind of fish I wanted to pull out here. I mentioned it earlier in the video that this is a very small lake, but they got some nice chunks in here. You just gotta hang in there, have some confidence, keep throwing your bait, keep your presentation tight, and think through what you're doing. You know, what kind of adjustments you need to make, and chances are you will get on the fish you're trying to get on. No guarantees, but that definitely increases the odds. And that's how we're gonna end the night. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on the Bass Raider for a short fishing run. We got it in today. And I will continue to do some more videos, fishing videos on the Bass Raider. So stay tuned to the channel for more PBR content. Had a blast, of course, not a numbers day, but we came out with limited time and got on some fish, and that's what matters. Ended the day with that chunky 3-pounder that just made my day. I can go home happy and satisfied right now. And of course, running the ePropulsion Spirit 1.0 on the Bass Raider is just awesome. I've never had the luxury of having an outboard motor on this boat, and I'll be able to do a lot more, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm gonna bring it all to you guys on the channel, so stay tuned. Losing light, it is getting dark, and the camera's probably showing more light than it really is, so I still need a good half hour to pack everything up and hit the road, and by the time that happens, it'll probably be completely dark out here. So I'm gonna cut it right there. Watch out for the next video, a lot more content coming your way. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are working towards 20K subscribers this year, and of course, leave a like on the video, give us that thumbs up. All right, let's get out of here, man. I'm so stoked. What a good day. Stay tuned for a lot more. See you next time.